Hello, I am Nicola Morgan. Oh no, I should turn to the camera when I say that, shouldn't I? Yeah, okay, right, it doesn't matter, I'm not stopping it again. Hello, I'm Nicola Morgan, and today I have Iona here, and Iona is doing work experience with me, and she's going to ask me some questions about being a writer.
So question one, what is it like working alone as an author?
It really suits me. I like it. I guess it wouldn't suit everyone, but I like being sociable, so I like spending some time out and about, seeing people or doing school events, but I really like spending time on my own. But I often don't spend time on my own. So the times when I'm writing on my own, but I also spend a lot of time out and about doing school events, and even sometimes overseas as well. So recently I was away doing school events overseas in the United Arab Emirates. So a lot of the time I'm not alone, just alone in my office being an author. But I do like it. It's my favourite part of it actually, is being on my own, in my own head, in my own imagination, and trying to be creative.
Question two, is being an author always individual writing, or do you do collaborations with other writers and authors?
I think I've always done all my writing on my own, except that I've got a book coming out soon called Study Skills, where I wrote 2 chapters and some other people wrote some other chapters. But it wasn't really collaborative. I still haven't met those other writers, so we each had our own separate bits to do. The whole writing process is a bit collaborative, because even if you're the only writer, there are other people who are in the publishing company who are part of the process of producing that book. So you have to collaborate with your editor and copy editors and proofreaders and the designers and the salespeople and marketing and publicity people. So there is some collaboration too. And also at the early stages when you're thinking about what book to write, you're usually doing that jointly with your editor, who will give you feedback. There's sort of some collaboration, but some writers do properly do things in collaboration. So for example, with picture books, you have the writer, the person who writes the words, and the illustrator doing the pictures, and they're collaborating. And sometimes even novelists will get together and write a book together, but I don't think I would like to do that. I don't think I would be very good at it. But you've been giving me some ideas for the novel I'm writing today, and that was really helpful.
Question three, how much do authors earn?
That's a tricky one. Most of us earn a lot less than most people think. You tend to hear about the writers who earn a lot, whose books sell in huge numbers. And the more copies your books can sell, obviously, the more you will earn. But that isn't about who's the best writer, or who's better than someone else. It's that some sorts of books sell in large numbers, and other sorts of books, even though they're really, really good, won't. So it is quite hard to earn a living, and most writers, especially most children's writers, because children's writers tend to earn less for each book than adults. Most of us don't earn a living, or can't earn a living, just from our writing. So we have to do things like doing events, which we're paid for, and other things like writing articles, or in my case, one of the things I do is that people who want to become published will send me their manuscript, and I will judge it. I'll look at it and see what I think could be better about it and write a long report on it, and I get paid to do that as well. So there are various ways that you can try to earn a living as a writer. It's not easy. On the other hand, there's always the possibility of doing really, really well. So you can have that dream, and there's more chance of it happening than winning the lottery. So although generally we don't earn as much as someone in a more routine or ordinary job, we have the possibility of earning more. And we do it because we love it as well. We have a kind of a desire to do it, so we get a lot more job satisfaction perhaps than some people in other jobs might get.
Question four, do you work from home, and where do you go to write your novel, and do you have an office?
I work from home, yes. I have an office up the garden, right at the end of my very long garden, so I can actually go to work when I go to work, whereas most writers don't go to work, they just get out of bed, or sometimes they don't even get out of bed, they stay in bed. So I have this amazing office up in the garden which is full of light, and all I can see outside the windows are plants and flowers and trees. I can't see any other people, I can't see any houses, and it's very well insulated, so I can have the door open quite a lot, even in the winter, and the smell of flowers or whatever comes in, and I can hear birdsong, and it's just a very inspirational, it's a great place to work. But that's where I go to write. That's not where I go to do more internet-y things like dealing with emails and things like that. I tend to do that in my flat. I live in Edinburgh, so that's where I do most of my work.
Question 5. Are you quite self-disciplined, or do you tend to be quite off task and a little distracted during your work?
I never miss a deadline, so I always get my work done. I wouldn't ever let anyone down, and I do get a lot of work done, and I work very hard, I work long hours, but I am very easily distracted. And the thing that I find that I get most distracted from is write fiction. So I will have to make myself do that first thing in the morning, because if I don't, I'll just get waylaid by internet and emails and things and never get it done. So I'm not self-disciplined, but I need to try to be more self-disciplined.
Well, thank you for answering the questions.
Thank you very much for your questions.
That's okay.